Hi everyone, so today is going to be a Q&A. So I'm answering your questions, and without further ado, let's go to question number 1. And I'm going to start with the question, how much time it takes to generate 50 images, upscale text, and upload to Adobe Stock. This is going to be very good for you guys because I'm going to demonstrate. So we are not going to generate 50 images, but we are going to generate a couple, and then I will take you through the whole process. And 50 images, it really depends, of course, on is it 50 different images with different prompts on different topics, or is it just a couple of prompts? It depends on what computer you have, how fast is your computer, and so on. So it's really hard to say how long it takes. I don't really time myself working. But we will do, let's say, about like 8 images on the same prompt, and we will go through the process together, and you'll see how long it takes. And while doing this, I'm gonna also answer some other questions that are there. So I'm going to share my screen now, and we are going to, of course, use a Midjourney. So this is a Midjourney page. I do not use Discord. So if you have generated more than 1,000 images, then this is available to you. It's Midjourney Alpha, and you can use their web page to directly create images there. So that is what we're going to do. Here you can see my settings if you need that. And so the images that I'm going to create, I'm not going to upload to my portfolio, so you don't have to like search for them. And I'm going to use the same prompt we have here. So we are generating some floral background. I'm going to generate one prompt, and most probably I'm going to use all 4 images, and we will generate more than 4 for this same prompt. And one of the other questions was, so now it's generated. One of the other questions was if I use the same title and description for all the similar images, or if I change it up. So it's better if you change it up, but I do not, because it would take extra time, and I don't want to spend time on that. And the question was if like Adobe will ban you for that or not. If you, in my opinion, right, I'm not Adobe, I'm just talking from my experience. If you upload like around 10 maximum images for the same prompt with the same titles and descriptions, I do not personally think that you're going to be banned. It hasn't happened to me, but the images cannot be like too similar. So if you can see here with this example, I didn't give it just one color. I said like different shades of pink, and it makes images that are not really too similar. And you can see that, in my opinion, it cannot be considered as spamming, but because the images are quite different. What we are going to do is we are going to upscale them. So I use a subtle upscale for the images. Let's use all of them. And then because we want to utilize our time and the prompt that we like, we are going to reuse the prompt, but we are going to change the aspect ratio to, for example, a vertical version of it, and we are going to generate 4 more images that we are going to then upscale. So we will wait till it generates and upscales. And so yes, like for me, I use the same titles and keywords for the images that have the same prompt, and I didn't have issues with it. If you are banned for spamming, I think it means that you created like more than 10 images for the same prompt, and that the images are really similar looking. And I've demonstrated it in my previous videos, what you are not supposed to do. Like I've shown actual examples found on Adobe stock of people really uploading really same looking images. And there were like pages of it, so like probably more than 100 of the same thing. So if those people got banned, it's not really surprising to me, but normally you shouldn't get banned for uploading like around 10 images on the same prompt. So the images are being upscaled right now. So I'm going to download the ones that are already finished. So I'm clicking here on a download. Okay, I'm going to stop the screen sharing for a sec. And because I have to change the downloads of folder, sorry for that. I'm not gonna show that to you. Do something wrong to you know, get banned. So you know, there was another question, something like if you get banned if you upload the holiday themed images like on the day of the holiday, for example. Well, you know, of course not. I wouldn't recommend you doing that because you can never be sure what your acceptance time is, and usually people buy images before the holiday, not on the day. But sometimes, you know, it happened to me that it was some minor holiday and I didn't, for example, know about it, and I found out actually on the day of the holiday or like the day before, and I did upload on Adobe. And of course there were no issues with that. I'm recording the screen now, so of course there's like no issues with that, and you can do it and you will not be banned. But as I said, like it's not the best strategy to do that. So we have our 8 images downloaded in the PNG format, and as I've previously said, I'm using a HitPo photo enhancer for the upscaling. So I upscale on Midjourney and then I upscale in HitPo. So we move our images to HitPo. I select them all and I pick the general model, and I want to enlarge by 200%. You don't have to do more than that, you know, if you've already upscaled on Midjourney. And we just hit export, and here you can see the final resolution that the image will have. And the images will be upscaled, so you can see you know how long it takes to upscale on my computer. For you, it may take faster or longer, depending of course on what computer you are using. I have a MacBook Pro with M1 chip, and in my opinion it's pretty fast. So now we have the images upscaled. So now I go to Adobe Bridge and my images are here. I will select the JPEG files. I will select all and go to the information settings to fill out the metadata. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the prompt basically and use it as a title. So again, here are different strategies for that. You can do that. You don't have to do that this way, because people then can copy it for you and, you know, from you and use it as a prompt in Midjourney. But if the prompt is a good title, I mean, I would just use it, because it saves you time. It makes the work more efficient. And now I'm going to chat a GPT. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing for a sec, and yeah, I'm resharing my screen now. So here what I do is I have my custom chatbot, and I will paste the title, and I will also paste the images so that the bot can actually see what I'm uploading. But you don't have to do that. As you can see here, it will the bot will actually give you keywords if you just use the title without any photo reference. But you know, I'm just showing you how I really do stuff. So yeah, it will give me an error message. No, good. So it will give me the keywords, and I'm going to just copy them. I will go back to Adobe Bridge and paste the keywords. And so now the images are ready to download. So we are going to go to our Adobe stock, and we are going to just drag the images to the upload section. We are going to select all its photos. We are going to pick plants and flowers. We will going to tag that it's an AI image, that the people and stuff is fictional, and then you just save it, and then you send it. I'm not going to send it because, as I said, I'm not going to upload these ones that I have, so I'm going to delete them. But that's basically it. And so the video is now 15 minutes long, and you know, I was doing a lot of explaining, so you can see how fast it took me to do 8 images on the same prompt. If you have like 10 prompts, you can do 80 images, you know, so you can use this as a reference on how long it takes to do 50 images, for example. But as I said, it depends really if you are going to have multiple images for the same prompt, or if you do just one image for one prompt. if you have your prompts prepared or if you have to come up with them and so on. So it really depends. But that was this question. The other question is what's my most expensive photo or like most sold on Adobe Stock. So my overall bestseller was sold 159 times for the total of $133.50. That's like my bestseller, and the photo that had most like expensive download was around $20, but it doesn't happen very often. When you get those really expensive downloads, it usually means that the client will use your photo for some commercial use, so it will be like in an advertisement or something like that, and then it's like a really expensive sale. All right, how do you come up with the image ideas from AI or something else? So as I've said before, I do have a bot that will generate prompts for me, but I don't use it very often. I use it usually for food and drinks if I need to generate something like that. Otherwise, I come up with the prompts myself, and the ideas, it really depends. So I really like to upload based on the holidays, and of course, like for example now summer is approaching, so you should cover summer topics, you know, and then I think of what should I do for that, and I come up with ideas. And I've shown this before, so you have different tools that you can use that actually stock sites are offering. So you have Adobe Insights, where they are showing you the portfolios that are right now successful, so you can see what those people are doing, and we do not like copy from those people, but as I've already mentioned, like there was a guy who had only interior designs in there, and he had 100,000 plus downloads, and his profile was not that huge, and he really only had the interior designs, so it can be a topic that you can try to do. Other people do the the transparent PNGs, and they are successful with that. So you can look at what other people are doing and see if your work is up to their level or not. Also, if you go to Shutterstock website, so not the Shutterstock contributor, but their regular website, and we go images, photos, and here you can see trending stock photo collections. So already from this you can have an inspiration of what you can do. You can look through the collections and see what is kind of trending, or what is Shutterstock picking for you and what they are claiming that is trending. And then you can see that they offer also the top image searches, and it does change, so we can see what is trending right now, and you can generate images based on that information. Also, Shutterstock on their contributor website also offers some insights somewhere here also. Yeah, so creative insights, monthly trending keywords. So you click on learn more, yeah, Shutterstock doesn't accept AI images, but it doesn't matter. It like the information that they're providing is relevant also to us. So they are here saying what is good to upload for June. So you can see that they want backgrounds, that they are suggesting some global celebrations like Obon, which I have no idea what it is. I will look into it. This is fresh because before they were suggesting for May. We have Independence Day, Father's Day, and other suggestions. And this is like the information that you can use to come up with ideas or ask ChatGPT to give you ideas and prompts. Any tips on staying motivated when review times get super long? It's hard for me to keep uploading when there are images in my queue that have been there for months. Okay, if overall your review time is long, when you really upload regularly, like every day, and you catch up to your review time, so for example, after 2 months your images get reviewed, then you will get images reviewed every day from now on because you've been uploading every day. So it'll be like 2 months and 1 day, 2 months and 2 days, and it will eventually get reviewed every day. But you have to like suffer through the initial waiting period, and then you will then you will have stuff reviewed regularly, and you just have to count this in, that your review time is long. And so when you're uploading, as we've talked about for the holidays, you need to take the review time into account, and that's it. And yeah, so you have to really upload regularly, because when you stop uploading regularly, the review times actually get longer. Like for my second portfolio, for my husband's portfolio, I stopped uploading regularly, so now it takes a long time to get reviewed. And then when I don't upload daily, then stuff doesn't get reviewed daily, and then we don't get the results, right? But if you work regularly, you will see the progress, I believe. Okay. So there is a question on what's the best aspect ratio for the images. So okay, so majority of my images are 3:2 horizontal. I get sales also on 16:9. I've started uploading more vertical ones, 2:3 aspect ratio. And I also get some downloads for that. So, you have to experiment and see. And as you saw, you can also at least do, to generate for 3:2 and then 2:3. So you do a horizontal and then a vertical version for your prompts, and then at least you cover 2 aspect ratios, but you can cover more with one prompt, and you'll just see what sells better for you, So logically, if my majority is 3:2, then the most sales are for 3:2, but it doesn't mean that other aspect ratios wouldn't be selling. So when you upscale images in Hitpo, file name changes, that Hitpo actually add something to the name of the file. Yes, so here we can actually see it, that my PNG name was just like 1234, and Hitpo added something for us here. How to change it, I don't really know, and I don't really understand why it's important for you to change the file name or not change the file name. What's the, like, I'm not sure why it is important. But yeah, I don't know how to do that. All right. How do you find out about upcoming small holidays and events? We all know about the New Year, Christmas, Easter, etc., but they're here just a few times a year. So do you think it's worth uploading images for smaller events and holidays? And how do you find out about them? Do you use some website or something for trending topics? So trending topics I've already covered, and overall different like visual trends and stuff like that, it's usually issued by the stock sites in the beginning of the year. They would have articles about it. Shutterstock usually issues an article about trends. Freepik does it, and you can research that on the internet, like what are the visual trends for 2024, and use it. And for the smaller holidays, so it depends. I think it is a good idea to upload for smaller holidays and dates, because they're also not that covered on stock sites, so you have less competition. But of course there is not that much interest in them as, for example, in Christmas or Halloween. But it doesn't mean that we shouldn't upload on those topics. How to find out about the small holidays? Well, you can use ChatGPT for that. So let's try and ask it. Give me major holidays and okay, so it now gives like a bigger ones, let's say. Just a second, though, it doesn't scroll. Yeah, so it gives you Canada Day, Independence Day, Bastille Day, and so on, and it tells you where it is celebrated. And then for like really smaller holidays, like World Muffin Day or whatever, you can also ask the ChatGPT to give you the list of those. So I would phrase it like something like, give me celebrated on days in July, like World Muffin Day. I don't know how to ask in a better way. You can like Google for it, of course, and yeah, so basically it gives you what National Kitten Day, National French Friday. Okay, so you can look at those. I wouldn't like upload tons of images on you know, National Avocado Day, but you can, if you have images of avocado, you can just use it. You know, add the keyword National Avocado Day into your image, and you know, hope that it will get downloads. So you can basically, for all that kind of stuff, you can use just ChatGPT instead of Google. It will research the information for you. In the same way that Google will do it. Also, United Nations have a list of holidays on their webpage. So yeah, it's pretty easy to find something like that. And yeah, you can for sure use it. And generate some images based on that. But as I said, like, don't overdo it. Those are really smaller holidays that you don't usually even hear about, so you might get some downloads, but do not expect it to be many. And this, I think, is it. That was the last question for this video. So yeah, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, and if you want more Q&As, then don't forget to ask questions, because sometimes, you know, even one question sometimes inspires me to create a whole video on certain topics. So yeah, ask away in the comment section, and wishing you good sales in the end of May. And as always, I will see you very soon.